Hello viewers, welcome to this subject Traffic Engineering and Management. In this subject, we will discuss learning outcomes and different units. So as you can see on the screen, the subject name is Traffic Engineering and Management. These are the two different parts which we will cover in future. The code of subject is TCE 713 and it is a part of elective 1. The credit of this subject is 3, in which weekly you have to perform one tutorial and attend 2 lectures. Come to the learning outcome of this subject. Although you are already learned transportation engineering in your previous semester. So what are the learning outcome of this subject? This is discuss the learning outcome of this subject is based on the syllabus of different unit. Every unit contains different learning outcomes. So, like the first learning outcome is related to your unit 1. When you complete your unit 1, you will be able to understand the basic concept of traffic engineering and what is its uses in future perspective. The second learning outcomes is again based on unit 2, and here this unit 2 is divided into two parts. The first part will able to analyze and survey of capacity volume for traffic as well as pedestrian. The second part contain familiar with the accident studies and safety lanes. This is very important for your unit 2 because it is very advanced version for forecasting for management techniques. Unit 3rd, after the completion of unit 3rd, you will be able to understand the design of traffic signal and road marking. You are already familiar with road markings, different types of road marking and different types of signals in your previous semester. But here we will discuss more about design portion. Fourth, after the completion of 4th unit, the 4th learning outcome will be based on intersection design. So this intersection design is different from the signal design. So these are the 2 points you have to remember. First, you will understand the traffic signal, then you will understand intersection design. The last unit cover your advanced version of this subject, in which you will be able to study various traffic techniques, management techniques. So different management techniques, how these are used. Suppose there are 4 types of management techniques, but what are the advantages and disadvantages of these all 4 management and where they are applicable, in which condition they are used, will be covered in this unit 5. And the come to the unit first. Unit first contains 6 lecture, and in this unit we will go with the significance and scope of the subject. These points we'll discuss later on when we start our video lecture separately on every topic. So they will cover there. The character of vehicle and road users is very important because it is used for designing purpose. If we understand the behavior of road users and vehicles, we can design our geometric design, and we can also predict our traffic forecasting. Skid resistance and brake efficiency, it is already covered in last semester, but here this portion will also important for unit 1 because these skid resistance value, you know the formula of SSD where skid resistance is also used as a this skid resistance is used for designing purposes. The last point in this component of traffic engineering, basically traffic and land use characteristics. I will give a brief example of land use characteristics. So this is the area of a certain land which is divided into 6 parts, and these first, second, third parts are functional points. Suppose zone 1 is used for educational academic activity, so the function of land 1 is education purpose. Taken random, this is a random example, so I choose zone number 2 as an industrial area. Similarly, third for agriculture, and fourth, fifth, sixth are XYZ zones. You can add any activity in X, Y and Z. It is based on you. So the traffic demand or the amount of traffic between these lands, between these various zones are depend on the activity or the functional of these area. If the vehicle moving from 1 to 6 is this much, the thickness represent here traffic counts, or you can say the volume count, and from zone to 3 it will be like this much thick. So here we can say that zone 1 and 6 has different characteristics, therefore the traffic intensity is changed as compared to the zone 3 and 4 which have different characteristics. So the characteristics, the function, the activity performed on a particular area will impact the traffic demand, will impact the traffic generation, and this will be studied in land use characteristics. And one more important thing, master plan. Our master plan of any city will be based on land use characteristics which will be performed in future. Unit 2nd containing 6 lecture, and we will cover this unit 2nd in 6 to 7 lecture. The one lecture is for tutorial. So we will cover the theory portion, the functional, the principle of the unit 2 in 6 lecture, but one lecture is for our tutorial. In our first unit we don't have any tutorial because these all values are theoretically, and the problem related to braking efficiency and skid resistance you already learned. But we will cover that problem into a separate video. Unit 2nd deals with traffic surveys and analysis. what are the different surveys and analysis, how it will be carried out, and what are the parameters. There are 4 parameters of the traffic. This parameter is very important, and the relation between these parameters is very important. We will go through those relations, we will go through those surveys, and then finally we analyze the relation between these parameters so that we can get a fruitful result. Origin and destination is another type of survey, which I can give you a small example. Again, if you are moving from point A to point B to C, and C to D, and these this is for your origin, and this is your destination. Between A and D, there are 2 points B and C. Suppose this is intersection 1 and this is intersection 2. While you are moving A to D, you will face 2 intersections. It means you have faced, if the volume between first intersection is V1, volume 2, volume 3, so the change in volume is occur because your destination, your origin to destination contain 2 intersections. So this survey is important to identify the variations of volume according to origin and destination. Parking and pedestrian survey is important for parking facilities, and pedestrian survey is important for signal intersection. Accident study, level of service is another point we will discuss in this unit second. Unit third contain 8 lectures. This will be divided into 6 plus 2, 6 for lecture and 2 for tutorial, because the signal problems in this unit is very good and very lengthy also. So analyzing those problems we need 2 tutorials. Road marking is theoretical portion, and this is given by the IRC guidelines, so we will cover those things in a separate presentation modes. The third topic in this unit is traffic control aids and street furniture, which is also a theoretical portion, and we will cover this in future prospectus. The main topic in this unit is this one, which is computer application in signal design. We all know the use of computer in today's world. So how the signal design is computed by the computer programming, and how it will be fluctuate. You know, artificial intelligence. So this artificial intelligence is used in computer application programming so that the signal will be changed dynamically according the condition of roads, weather, and traffic. Unit 4 as the name is geometric design of intersections. So if you understand the types of signal, problem related to signals, uses of the signals, and disadvantages of signal, then we will come to the intersection point. Intersections have been different classification. First of all, we will understand the conflict points at intersection. These are the 2 types, major and minor, and this is vary according to the number of lanes and number of intersections legs. The second topic in this unit is at grade intersection. At grade means when the intersection occur at the same level. Means if the road A and this is the road B having the same reduced level, then the intersection is known as at grade intersection. To reduce this types of conflict, we channelize our vehicle in this directions in this manner. So this is known as the channelization intersection, in which we are providing some sort of obstacles which is known as island, central island, side island. So with the help of channelization, we increase the efficiency of intersection. The fourth topic is intersection design and rotary design. The rotary design we already study, but again it will be revised in this subject, so this is very important. Grade separation and interchanges and its design principle. After this all are taken as part 1 and this is taken as part B for unit 4th. In grade separation, when suppose this is road B and this is road A, in this figure we can clearly see that road B is above road A. So this type of intersection is known as grade separation. Basically B is the flyover. Come to the last unit, which is the application of this traffic engineering and management subject, and this is the most important for civil engineer, and it is important because this is applicable. You can do research in this unit. So the weightage of this unit is very high, therefore the lecture for this unit is also high. So this divided into 8 plus 1, where 8 is your lecture and 1 is your for tutorial. So in this unit there are different topics like traffic management, transportation system management, travel demand management, traffic forecasting. This should be part A, and the another is part B up to this point, where we will compare different types of management like restrictions on turning movement, left turn restriction, right turn restrictions. These are the different ways to restrict the movement. One-way street, when it is needed and where it is useful. Traffic segregation, traffic calming, tidal flow operation is another phenomena. Exclusive bus lanes is another method of management. So these all are containing part B, and these are the types of management systems we will study a lot in this topic. And finally we will go with intelligent transportation system, which is used nowadays very much, and this is one of the 10 points for smart city criteria. So we will go through this ITS topic. So this is all about your syllabus of your transportation engineering and management. Just go through this file and you will able to understand what are the different topics and which topics are very important for your future reference. Now come to the second part of this video, which is books, textbook for this subject. So first one is the Traffic Engineering and Transportation Planning by the author L.R. Kavyali, and the publication in Khanna Technical Publication. So this 2000, we have a advanced version also. So go to the higher version of this book. You can purchase this book if you are very interested in traffic engineering and management system, and if you are doing project, doing research, then you have to purchase this book definitely. The second book is Khanna and Jasper book, Highway Engineering, Khanna Publications. This book you already studied, Transportation Engineering 1 and similarly 2. So in my opinion, this is basic book of transportation engineering, which you have to purchase definitely. But the first one, Kavyali, is only for traffic purpose. If you are keen interested in traffic engineering, then you have to purchase this Kavyali book. Both books are available in your college library. Any suggestions and questions regarding this video lecture, let me know. I'm very happy if you give me feedback honestly. So this is my WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp me at this, or directly email in this for your valuable session. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.